Hello. If you think it's hot, standing by these. Yeah. Right, here we go. Right, as honorary father of the bride, I would like to welcome you all to the wedding of David and Nikki, the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Fox. It's all a little bit confusing really. My favourite cousin, who's more like a little sister to me, who's my daughter for the day, who's married my best friend, who's now my cousin-in-law and my son-in-law. Jeremy Carr would have a field day with this wedding. And what an emotional day it's been. Even the cake's in tears. I thought that I would start with my best joke to calm my nerves, but after that response I'm afraid it's going to be all downhill from here on in. The last speech I was forced to give was at my brother's wedding as best man 8 years ago. On that occasion I had David here giving a little drum roll to punctuate my gags and prompt the laughter. Tonight I'm relying purely on your sympathy, so please be kind. Before I start, I'd just like to take you through some housekeeping rules. There are no fire drills planned for this evening, so if you do hear any alarms or sirens, don't worry, we are in Widnes, and it's probably just the youth setting fire to the bins behind the club. You find the toilets here on the left, and if you're looking for the bar, just follow one of our many Irish guests. Nikki and I definitely share that Irish blood. It's about 40% proof. We've shared our formative years together, spending many happy weekends in Wigan and Widnes. And we've also shared our degenerative years together in Wigan and Widnes. Leeds, Liverpool, Manchester, Ghent, Bruges, Brussels, Paris. Basically drunk Europe dry together, haven't we? Nikki, you're more than just my favourite cousin and boozing partner. You're like a little sister to me, and I've always tried to look out for you. But I've obviously not done such a good job as you got with this chump on my watch. Being just a year younger than me, you were always on the receiving end of my hand-me-downs, which were what? Two years now? I've aged it. Being 2 years younger than me, you were always on the receiving end of my hand-me-downs, which were hand-me-downs from our Danny, which in turn were hand-me-downs from our cousin Damien, and God knows before that they were probably new. After Nick, I don't know where they went, but probably some poor second cousin thrice removed is wearing them in Ireland somewhere now. Either that or Trish sold them on eBay claiming that they were hand knitted by her Irish grandmother. Absolutely. I remember many happy times sliding down the stairs in sleeping bags, playing shop, making dens, scoffing pigs in blankets, running around naked and sharing baths together. And that was just over the last 12 months. Similarly, David and I have also grown up together, and we've also shared many happy times and baths together. And that was just on the stag day. Nikki has always mocked David and I, as we spend a lot of time clothes shopping together and on the phone discussing our wardrobe. Unfortunately, we didn't check with each other last night. We've only gone and turned up in the same outfit today, which is mortifying as you look well fitter than me. You bitch. And Nikki, you don't screw up too bad either. In fact, you look absolutely beautiful. You're always beautiful. Oh. And you've been so strong today. You had nerves of steel walking down that aisle. I felt a bit wobbly, but you were great support, basically. And I'm not surprised, as I've watched you grow up from a timid little girl, always running around with your bum out, to develop into a strong, confident and independent woman. You've excelled in your education, gaining a degree in English from Leeds, where we often met up for late night revision sessions in the library, which is a pub. There is a pub called the Library in Leeds. You've travelled around the world at times on your own, which takes a hell of a lot of guts, and it's been amazing to see the confidence that experience has instilled in you. You have a great job, you might not think it, but working for the Department for Work and Pensions with the patience of a saint, listening to moaning gets all day and solving the world's problems. So in short, it's been a joy to grow up with you, fall down with you, get back up again with you, and watch you blossom into the woman you are today. When I saw how beautiful you looked at the church and realised that I had the honour of escorting you down the aisle, I was as proud as any father could be. And when you started going out with David, I was as suspicious as any father would be. As you know, David is schooled in graphic design, and he and Nick created their own wedding invites. And I just so happen to have a copy here with me. You've all seen this, haven't you? The invite illustrates how they met and how their relationship blossomed. For example, a Mexican wrestler meets a Red Indian, he buys them vodka Red Bulls, and they skate home arm in arm. Now this is a nice summary, but they seem to have left out some important details, which I'm about to share with you. Just after the skating home arm in arm bit, and the he texts her, she texts him bit, there was a curious incident whereby I believe that I was lucky enough to be present at the consummation of their relationship. And so were Beanie, Alex, Johnny, a random guy in a Robert Mugabe mask, and several other undesirables. We'd been out in fancy restaurant Wigan, and following our drunken revelry, we all piled back to mine, and as the heating was broken, we all huddled together on a rapidly deflating air mattress in my dining room. David, in true gentlemanly fashion, had bagsied himself the only sofa, leaving Nikki on the floor with the rest of us. Now, David and Nikki had been getting more friendly as the night had gone on. But what happened next was a bit of a surprise. About 5 minutes after the lights had gone out, we all heard a shuffling sound as David slid surreptitiously from his sleeping bag on off the sofa. The next sound we heard could only be described as a bollocking. When Nikki protested, "David, no!" We can only speculate as to what he was up to. Suffice to say that it worked, and here we all are 3.5 years later at their wedding. I think he's tried something similar on me when we shared a sleeping bag in the past. And I was walking with a limp for several days afterwards. Anyway, I've checked with the honeymoon suite, and there are no sleeping bags on the bed, so you should be okay tonight. One other such incident, which is also conspicuously absent from the timeline, goes as follows. The day after Boxing Night, David made reparation for his ungentlemanly conduct by asking my permission if he could take Nikki out on a date. Not that I have any kind of patriarchal hold over you, Nikki, but I thought it was sweet that Dave asked, and I was sure you could look after yourself, so I didn't protest too loudly. And the rest, as the invite says, and as they say, is history. You've set up a beautiful home together, although David still hasn't cut down those giant Leylandii, or sorted out the hot tub, or the weirdly shaped toilet seats. Nick, this looks like your writing. This next one's from my dad, I'll just warn you. At this point, I was going to make a joke about the fact that you have separate bathrooms, but my mum warned me to stay away from toilet humour.
Go on!
I've been lucky enough to watch your relationship blossom from a drunken fumble into something really quite humbling. It's a joy to behold the love, warmth and friendship that you share together. Nikki, we all love you dearly, and we're very proud of you and what you have achieved. I know that your mum, Auntie Rose, wherever she is very proud of you. She's done such a wonderful job in raising you single-handedly, with maybe just a little bit of help from Trish. The three McKernans, just like the three Musketeers, all for one and one for all. By asking me to give you away today, you bestowed a great honour upon me, most likely against your better judgment, But nevertheless, I'm deeply touched and very proud. Last page, we're nearly there. David, Foxy, I'd like to welcome you into the family. You're a true gallant, you're a gentleman, and you're my best friend. And I couldn't think of a better man to give Nicky away to. I don't see it so much as losing a cousin as gaining a Milky Bar kid. We're in the emotion there, from the benefit of my experience, I'm supposed to offer you a few pearls of wisdom on how to sustain a long and happy marriage. But I'm obviously too young and good looking for that. So the only advice I can proffer is to just be who you are, because you're both amazing, kind, funny, intelligent, loving people. And I imagine a marriage based on who you are and how you are with each other is a marriage that will be happy and fruitful, and a marriage that will endure. I wish you all the love. I wish you all the love and life and laughter that you deserve for your future. So I'd like to ask you all to charge your glasses and be upstanding. And toasting your bride and groom, David and Nicky.